Hi, my name is Jen. I'm Korean who's lived abroad for many years. My mom taught me how to make kimchi, and I started making it at home about 2 years ago. Let me share with you how it's done. Kimchi? How? Did you know you can actually kimchify pretty much anything? You can use basically any veggies that are crunchy and contain water as the main ingredient.
Part 1. Pickle your veggie.
In this video, I prepared Napa cabbages, but I will only use one of them. First, wash the veggie thoroughly. Cut the veggie into pieces. About 4 cm is a good length for any veggies to chew on and enjoy the crunchy texture. For me, that length is about 2 of my finger joints. I usually try to use as much of the veggie as I can. Put the veggie pieces into a bowl and prepare 2 cups of lukewarm water. Put 4 tablespoons of salt into the water. I've heard coarse sea salt is better. Stir well until the salt is fully dissolved. Taste it along the way and put a little more if you think it's not salty enough. It should be salty enough to pickle the veggies. Once the salt water is ready, pour it over the veggie. Make sure all the veggie pieces are touching the salt water. Let it soak for about 30 minutes in total. In the meantime, mix the veggie pieces once again after 15 minutes.
Part 2. Prepare the sauce.
Get 1 onion and chop it up. I personally like onions, so sometimes I put more. Get 1 seasonal fruit. It can be an apple, a pear, a persimmon, an orange, etc. If you don't have any fruits, it can be replaced with a tablespoon of sugar. Put onion, fruit, and 4 to 5 cloves of garlic into a grinder. Grind well until it becomes like a puree. Then, put 3 tablespoons of flour or sticky rice powder into a cup of room temperature water. Mix well on low heat. Don't let it boil quickly. That'll make weird cooked flour chunks. This is actually the core component of the sauce. It accelerates the fermentation process and adds depth to the taste. Stir constantly until it thickens and doesn't run off the spoon like water. Add 4 to 5 tablespoons of coarse chili powder. The color of the paste will be more red if the chili powder is mixed in while the flour water is still hot. See? It became like a paste. Add the puree made earlier into this mix. Mix well. The consistency can be anywhere between Elmer's glue and custard cream. Add another tablespoon of chili powder if the color doesn't seem so red. Deep red color is desirable. Add a bit of ginger. Either chopped ginger or ginger powder is good. Oh, and for the non-vegetarians, you can add several drops of fish oil. It's optional.
Part 3. Kimchify.
When your veggie is pickled after 30 minutes of soaking in salt water, check how pickled it is. For cabbage, it is ideal if the piece can bend backwards and snap. Drain the salt water. Wash the pickled veggie in clean water once. Chop spring onions. You can put a lot or a little, it's up to you. I usually chop the white parts into smaller pieces and keep the green parts longer. Put the chopped spring onions and the red sauce in the bowl with the pickled veggie. Mix them well. You don't have to use your hand, but there is something about feeling your food and determining what to do. Adding pieces of onion and/or radish is optional. But if your kimchi has somehow turned out to be very salty, adding onions and radishes later would revive the kimchi and balance the flavor. You can always do that later on. This is a good tip to keep in mind. Mix until you feel all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed together. Put your kimchi in containers. Glass, plastic, and/or ceramic containers are fine. Don't close the lid too tight and leave it in the room temperature for about 3 to 5 days. It should be ready to go on your table by then. After your kimchi is fermented and ready, keep it in the fridge for the prolonged storage. Hope this was helpful. Enjoy your kimchi. 맛있게 드세요.